Hello? Hello, hello. Fellas, how's it going? Welcome back. Today on this fine Monday. Good morning, afternoon, evening. I got hosed in deadlock for 2 matches and D-ranked. Shout out to teammates that don't want to fucking coordinate, and the ones who are the most mad are the ones with the most deaths and no fucking farm. I am livid. But we're not going to talk about that. Today, we got shit to do. How's it going, Pro Demon? Today we are going to run through the simulator once more. I hope y'all are ready. First off, do you guys like the additional little thing added to the stream? This stupid ass Borpgist that bounces around the screen. I want to learn how to actually do this. Like how to properly like program a bot to do this. Tig would love that. Well, Tig is the one who made it. This was Tig's doing. He made one, and Tom also made one. Tom's, I liked Tom's. Tom's was the right aspect ratio. The issue with Tom's was that Tom's was on a looping GIF or didn't have a proper conclusion, and so it just kind of abruptly ends. Meanwhile, this one has it's a proper loop. So give me 1 second, fellas. I forgot something that I need to do. And then we're gonna get this show on the road. I will let you all know right off the bat. I'll probably be repeating this here soon, but we have not added new servant groups into this Holy Grail War segment yet. What I'm planning on doing is once we get down to a bunch or a few more, then we will add in additional ones. But as of right now, we're just going to work with the ones that we've got. And we'll see how that goes. That said, I have been taking notes of who's written what and taking stuff from the YouTube and the one chat. And that's kind of why this one has been dubbed Season 0, because it's this is us kind of like testing the waters, as it was, onto whether or not this series is going to work out. A lot of people on YouTube seem to have liked it, though. So, you know. Sorry, I'm making a quick purchase that I am unable to make otherwise if I don't make it, like, right now. Cool. Alright, let's do this. You've been scammed. We're looking at food. I thought it was because some Japanese kid was going to give you a punishment game from ancient Egypt. I mean, that's always a possibility, too. That Yugi boy. Alright. We're going to start with the food, do the FG Yodel, then we're going to move on to the good shit. Let's go. Some Tyson chicken nuggets. Or a double... That's a good-looking double cheeseburger, I'm not going to lie. That shit was so good, the dude couldn't wait to take a bite out of it. $7.52? That's not bad. Yeah, no, fuck your cheese. What the fuck, cheese? Okay. I'm going to hate crime the British right now. First off, pretzel bun. Pretzel bun is good. I'm a big fan of a pretzel bun. I'm gonna turn my gain down a little bit. I feel like I'm way too high. Is that better? Am I too quiet now, or is that okay? Too quiet? I'm trying not to clip my mic when I talk, because my mic is right in my face like this. Pretzel bun looks awesome. It does. The actual hot dog itself is a little bit lackluster, because that's too much condiment on it. Okay. Here's my problem with the British. What you see right there is not a French fry. Or a chip, as the people across the pond deign it should be dubbed, right? Takoyaki is delicious. And so that's immediately, a plus in my book. It's too many chives, personally, or, spring onions on there. Normally you want, a better balance, but whatever. Long potato, as they're actually called by real human beings and not the Neanderthals in that island of trash, are not made in the same... It's a completely different food. No, they're not chips at all. They're not French fries either. What they are is they are... It's like mashed potatoes that are put through, a press to make them like this. It's not even a French fry. So calling them long chips is just wrong on multiple fucking levels. Local food company used to sell these microwave burgers that had pretzel buns. And bowl patty, that shit did untold damage to my wallet and waist. I believe it. That shit sounds good. Do you see the Nimi concert a few days ago? I saw clips of it. God bless her. Our tapier cannot be this cute. I did see that Nimi had her nightmares out, apparently. Sounds like fancy French fries. It's not even... it's not even... They don't even taste like French fries. They taste like crispy mashed potatoes, which are good. Just gonna go this, by the way. That is too many chives on those, but it's still pretty good. The Hockey Porky. Do you see the Aussie guests? I did not. I've only seen YouTube shorts of it. I've not seen too terribly much about who showed up. Was there a surprise Bay? Oh wait, no, never mind. Fucking Nami showed up, didn't she? I did see that Nami had a 3D model with her adorable little bird. Nami is a big time favorite of mine. Back when she was in a different
did you
form.
see the Uma in sub chat?
The Uma in sub chat. That is not an Uma, that is fucking Andromeda. Who the fuck is that? John Uma Musume. Oh. Anyway. I guess this, because that... Yeah. Chicago style hot dog. I don't know what the fuck's going on in Chicago, but no, that's not it. Also, this is not a brioche bun. That is pretzel. Still this, though. Her dad works at Psy Games. I believe that. Peaches or steak pie? Ugh. Can I tell you guys what I think of every time I see a steak pie? There's one particular thing I think of when I see a steak pie.
Noise Tuma's daddy's Psy Games.
Let me Can I find the original commercial? I think I have to watch it through fucking Vine Sauce. But whatever.
Mama, what'll happen to me when I go to the golden pasture in the sky?
Well, your shoulders and your ribs will go to the nice big supermarket, and your tongue and your legs to that lovely local organic butcher.
But Mama, what about my testicles?
Balls back. Get the 84-page guide to the season. Free tomorrow.
What
with
the
Guardian.
fuck?
That's all I think of. I don't know what's happening on the island of England. I don't understand. Yeah, that's a British ad. That's an incredibly British ad. I don't understand what's happening in England, but we need to. Something has to be done. Anyway, anytime I think of a steak pie, that's the only thing that goes through my brain. You want me to take you down a rabbit hole? Oh God, not right now, but keep it in mind for a future stream when I'm okay to be sidetracked. I just saw the stream intro funny. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, that's a. The crust on that pie looks really good, but not the. Oh, what is that? I'm still gonna go this one looks better. I thought this was like a fucked up pizza for a sec. But no, it's fries. Okay. No. That's not a margarita pizza, but okay, hold up. They jerked this chicken for him chips. Where's my purge cream? I'm afraid it can't be applied in these parts. But I do think that's a good-looking pizza. It's a little bit too much on the crust side, not enough on the pizza side. But I, for one, depending on the crust, I could fuck up a crust. I think it's going to be the jerk chicken, though. Yeah. This is Malaysia versus Nordic hot dog waffle. I mean, it's got to be the prawns, right? I fucking hate this. This is disgusting to me, but I can understand the appeal. And then a lot of people would be into it, but I would probably eat that instead. Okay, burger versus the Italian sausage pizza. Norwegian burger with a bottle of Coke. Versus a big-ass pizza. It's got to be the pizza from Brisbane, right? That burger looks okay, but it's got to be the pizza. Yeah. Oh fuck. We were gonna have a perfect run, but now we're in a hell fuck. The most fucked up like school cafeteria hamburger I've ever seen on the dry bun or pizza. I think I go with the pizza. Just because this looks like it'd be painful to... I'm gonna go pizza. Perfect run, baby. I'm a peerless scranner. What can I say? Yeah, the pizza at least doesn't look like some shit that you get when you buy, like, your kid their, like, playroom. Alright, next up. Is it Huyan Joe? Nope. It's a woman, though. Probably a permanent AoE arts woman. Permanent AoE arts woman. You know what? Let me think. Chaotic or evil? Nursery rhyme. Okay. Probably neutral evil would be my guess. A neutral evil AoE buster servant. That's a girl. Neutral evil AoE buster. Neutral evil AoE buster. Martha is good. Marie is quick. Could be a 3-star cat. It could be a 3-star caster. There's no 3-star. Suzu? Oh, baby. I think this is fucking man. Bakugo looking ass. Yeah. That one's easy. It's a little bit more difficult, but that's a pretty big hint. If I could remember who the fuck has these goofy-ass leggings. Oh, it's Da Vinci, right? It's a Da Vinci of some sort. I'm gonna go with Little Vinci. No, I'm gonna try Big Vinci. No, okay. Is this Ptolemaeus, old man? No. That shine on there. Yes. Wakamori. Alright. Is it Huianzhou? It's an evil woman. Christ, that doesn't narrow it down at all. Alright. Who's an evil woman? Name, who's your favorite evil woman, chat? You know what? Somebody said Sith. I will try Sith. Nope, it's AoE. It is an Earth, though, and it's permanent, and it's not a 4-star, so it's a 3-star or lower evil woman. AoE evil woman. 3-star or lower evil woman. Kijo Koyo is a 4-star. Unless, of course, you mean Kiyohime. The most evil of women. Yeah, that's an evil woman there. Alright. We'll do an endless. I want to do an endless. That's Salome. I recognize that fucking pussy anywhere. Anywhere. I believe that this is actually Kentucky Rider. Yep. The leaves are pretty giving. Okay, now we're onto that shit that's a little bit more difficult. I'm gonna say it's a Greek. This is a Greek. This is Galatea. Nope. Who's got these lines? This is like a Shinsengumi person, actually. Is this fucking scary girl from Strange Fake? Is this Pralati from Strange Fake? Is this King? No. Yes? No. What the fuck is this? If this is actually a Greek, I'm going to be kind of impressed. Is it Demeter somehow? No. I'm now thinking that this is a samurai of some repute. Is this Miss Crane? What the fuck? This is the ocean. This is a leg? Question mark? Who the fuck? This year. They came out this year. Is this... Other Crane? Yes, it is Other Crane. Okay. Other Bird. I'm gonna keep it real with you. This crane right here,
Bob.
like a little crane here, is one of my favorite designs in Fate. It's so simple. It's so simple and so fucking good. I'm really into it. It's a good design. I just think I just like fucking Shaka P's art style. That dude fucking cooks. All right, last one. Is that Huyan Joe? No, Huyan. No, it's not. Yeah, Shaka P fucking cooks. Dude is awesome. This is a thigh. This is somebody's giant, monstrous thigh. She had major competition that summer. She was a 4-star, and that was the summer we got Summer. We got Summer Tiamat, we got Olga, we got Krimhild, we got Huyan Joe, we got Passion Lip, and that was her competition, because I don't know who the fuck is rolling for Miyu. See, I would say that this is like Naknara.
Taegang's twin
This
cast
is not
dress.
this. Oh, I'm gonna say Taegong, and if it's not, I'm banning you. Deny. I already guessed Huyan Joe. Unless
Huyan
it's
Joe will be
another-
released
It's
into
not
the
this Huyan
atmosphere,
Joe. Wait.
ensuring complete global soration.
Wait,
What?
I recognize this. No, it's not a thigh. Who's fucking... Whose shit is that? Is it Lube? I don't think it's Lubu. It's fucking Moriarty again. This fuck-ass coat. Alright, last one. That's David. I recognize David's stupid ass, I shouldn't be here pose anywhere. This is you catching him in the act. I used Maury's bartender outfit too, so you know. All right, fellas. Are you ready? The time has come, and so have I. Did this delete all my fucking shit? No, it didn't. Okay. This is not how you spell the word survive. We're here. The time is here. We are starting the next episode. We can probably get through 2 of these today if we want to. We are going to go through. If you don't know what this is, let me explain, ladies and gentlemen. I ran a stream last week where I have made a simulation of not all, but a bunch of characters in FGO who have similar power levels. I came up with a theme for them, and now what we're going to do is we are going to pit them against each other and discuss who we think would win in a in a Holy Grail War.
Happy Naobo, Hu Yan-zhao.
Thank you. And so somebody under the one I put out first made the comment that this is a really fun writing exercise. And you know what? I hadn't thought about it like that, but yes, this is creative writing, but with prompts. And not the AI kind, the cool kind. So, we are going to, as a community, roll this. Everything is chance-based, and we are going to decipher who we think would win in these fights. Okay? Now, I will say, these are not to be taken too terribly seriously, because I had somebody in my comments before also say that my lack of knowledge on Gensai kind of swayed the fact that she got God as fast as she did. And you know what? You're right. I don't know everything about every servant. There are definitely gaps in my own knowledge that I don't have, which is why you should come here and fight for your champion and explain to me why they should live. Or why they should be a winner in these situations. I'm not going to say anybody's right or wrong on whether or not a character should live or die. It's all just based on vibes and a lot of random chance, and if we think that they would actually make it out of the situation or not. More or less falls on that. Also, somebody else said, hey, would it be cool? It would be cool if you would let the community design the masters that show up. And you know what? Yeah, if you happen to draw a master that shows up in one of these and you want to feature it alongside their servant, or you want to draw it for a future one, you are more than welcome to submit that art. Ping it to me, send it in the Discord, do whatever you want. Come up with your own fun, creative characters like that. That shit's awesome. I will say, it is not my fault if your character ends up being chosen by the wheel something horrible, like a racist. Or a fucking criminal. Or obese. Or fucking sexist. Or obese isn't on that, that's not fair. Or sexist. Or where's the really bad one? There's the bad one. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that word on YouTube, but you know. But yeah, come up with your own. If you come up with designs for that, ping me with that. I would love to see what y'all do. Getting deja vu? Deja's not here. I don't know what you're talking about. Also, we are going to properly flesh out the various characters here. That way we have a list. That way we can remember what shit is what. Why is one just church? Because the Holy Church is a part of Fate lore. Well, not just Fate lore, Type Moon lore. And it behooves us to have that in this as well. As you can see probably from this list, I did take some suggestions from people who left comments. If you have other suggestions for quirks that you would like to see added, let me know. I'm going to keep it real with you. A lot of these, like let's say from like Anemic Onward, I took directly from Darkest Dungeon. So, are you ready, fellas? Also, if you would like to submit your own servant ideas, we have a chat in the Discord dedicated just to this. What we're doing right now are my own suggestions, which is Season 0. Season 1 will contain, if this is a continuing project that people are interested in, Season 1 will be one that will feature community-based stuff and some of my own, but mostly community-based stuff. So for now, fellas, let's get rolling. What servant grouping are we going to have today? People wanted this one. Oh boy. All right. It's time for the Children's War. Please take that. Nope. Nope. In fact, this is the reason why it's on that wheel in the first place. And the Children's War will feature oh god, her head's cut off. Oh well, whatever. The Children's War will feature Alexander as your rider, Lancer, Medusa, Assassin, Wu Zhe Shen, Caster, Taisui, Archer, King Tut, Berserker, Ibaraki, and Saber, Setanta. What is the alter ego doing here? Because, hold on.
无字片
Because you're allowed to put characters into classes that they feasibly could function in. If there aren't any other suitable ones, or if there's a character that you just want to see in here. Right? I think Taisui could function as a caster decently well. What is the name of the Discord channel? It is a part of the React Andy channel. It is called Holy Grail Simulator. It's a thread, not a channel. Forgive me. So, I looked at some of the casters. I'm gonna be real with you, the rest of the casters didn't really, like, have a... They weren't fair. The children casters are kind of fucking insane in terms of power level. So I was like, I gotta kind of tone it down a little bit. Mind you, none of these characters are slouches by any stretch of the imagination, but Taisui is a bit closer to their power level. Get Rhyme in here? Yeah, let's just watch Rhyme one-shot the universe. Alright. What about Anderson? I feel like Anderson is too weak as an individual servant, so I didn't think he was close enough in the power level. Alright, fellas, now it's time to decide our masters. So first, master number 1. Is it a boy or a girl? Master 1 is... woman. Fuck single spacing. All my homies hate single spacing. Alright, Master 2. Is a woman. Well, I guess I should have done it like this, too. Oop. So Master of Tut is a woman. God damn it, I said double space that shit. Lancer. Caster, Assassin, Rider, Berserker. Alright. Raiko lurking in the wings, right? Master of Medusa is a man. Okay. Master of Caster is a woman. Master of Assassin. Uze Shen's got a man. Master of Alexander. So it's all children servants and mommy masters. Not all mommies. Alexander's got a man. And Ibaraki has... Ibaraki's got a woman. Alright. Now for the fun part, fellas. What's wrong with these people? What's wrong with them? Let's find out. Let's start... Okay, should we do one each and just go down the list until both masters have two, or should we do both at the same time? Which would you prefer? Both at the same time? Both at once? Both? Okay. We'll do both at the same. Spin that shit. It got so close. Alright. Fearless. That's a good trait to have. That's a really good trait to have. Not arrogant, but fearless. That's a good one. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. No. It's a Fate fan. Oh, God, it's a Tight Moon fan. Oh, no, it's so over. It's so over. A fearless gambler? Oh, she plays gotcha. Oh, she plays gotcha. Satanta's about to get his fucking hands full. Alright. Fearless and gamblers of fucking... That's a bad combination. Alright, what does Tut get?
GG, thank you for joining.
Ain't no way. Okay, it clocked over to Outdoorsman all of a sudden. Thank God. Okay. Tut's got an Outdoorsman, or I guess Outdoorswoman. Oof. Aw, dang it. Oh, God. Tut got a Doomsday Prepper. Okay, a Paranoid Outdoorsman. Okay, Tut has a Doomsday Prepper for their master. That's great. Honestly, though... Okay, there's some stuff building with this. There's some stuff building with this that we could do. Please, I found Satanta's master. If you hold up a mirror, I'm gonna fucking scream. Tut got summoned into a bunker. Alright, Medusa. Medusa having a man for a master is kind of interesting. I'm interested to see how this one's gonna play out. Alright. If it's the fuck... Imagine that this one gets the fuck-ass trait. She's gonna kill this dude. Oh, Resolute. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Resolute's a very solid one to have. Okay. So someone who's, like, willing to stand up for themselves. Strong-willed person. That's a good one. And now how do we ruin it? Zufo. Okay, they're... They're deathly afraid of animals. Okay. Zoophobic. Resolute except when animals are involved. Interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Ooh, Medusa's a snake. Medusa's a snake. Medusa is a snake. Satanta has a dog. Tut has scarabs. Interesting. Okay, there's stuff that we can build on with this. Will the fear of animals be cured in the Medusa arc? Let's find out. Tune in next time. Alright, Caster. What does our good son Taisui have? What is his what's up with his master? Oh no. No, don't. It's a woman! Oh no. I just wrote Taisui. Sexist. In this, I should remove sexist and have it replaced with misogynist and misandrist, because sexist is too broad. But will Taisui be okay? Because Taisui kind of looks like a girl. Let's find out. I'm just going to use sexist to mean the opposite sex they do not like. We are not about to land on it again. Bro, this chick hates men. She hates them. Alright, no, it don't work that way. It does not work that way. We roll again. Oh. Tight. Taisui is gonna fucking die. It's a sexist nun summoning a Chinese god. Oh no. Oh no. I put a note to sexist. Yeah, double, yeah. Honestly, true.
Modern feminist. Got it. Feminist.
Was there sexist towards their own, like the Uncle Ruckus of sexism? Well, that would be if they rolled misogynist or misandrist, but instead I have sexist on here, which is I'm just using to mean the opposite. Next time, though, I will remove sexist and replace it with those. Give a good master to Will? What do you mean? What's wrong with these ones?
The only man that matters is the Lord.
Yes, we are the brides of Jesus. All right, Woo, what do you got for us in store? that's a bad one. It was right on Brave. It was right on Brave. Oh, she's gonna kill this man. I'm amazed Jack the Ripper didn't make that. I feel like Jack is too strong. Next up. Oh, this guy's gonna die. Oh, no. Oh, this dude's fucking dead. This dude's dead. This dude's... God, this dude's dead. Oh no, hot-headed and compulsive. Did we have that last time too? Is this the exact same thing that happened with the Carmilla? Oh no. ADHD? No, dude, this is fucking bipolar disorder. This is bipolar disorder in a nutshell. BPD be crazy, dude. If you got it out there, God bless you. Alright. Surely Alex will get a normal master, right? Should we just re-roll the master into a not mage random she found off the street? I mean, we can come up with those scenarios as we go. Carmilla's master was arrogant? Okay, yeah. Oh, fuck. That is maybe one of the worst ones that we could have gotten for Alex. Oh, fuck. K George 2004, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Alright. God, this is why I love RNG so much. This is why I adore RNG so much. It's such a cool concept. Thank you. I love random chance. Are there like 7 good ones here? There's a bunch of good ones! Like Mercenary's a good one! That's a good one to have! Except when you say it's a mercenary criminal! The fucking... Fucking Carrie. This is Carrie. He's Carrie summoned fucking Alex this time. It's a criminal mercenary. This is Carrie. Well, not necessarily. I mean, mercenary, yeah. I mean, it is criminal work, but mercenaries, you can just tell yourself you're doing a job, right? It's like, this is how I have to make ends meet. You know what I mean? Being a criminal mercenary is a whole nother level of like, I don't have any morals and I will kill whoever the fuck I want and I will rob them and do terrible things to them. And the person he summons is Alexander the Great as a child. I'm not a crazy gunman, Dad. I'm an assassin. One's an occupation, the other's a mental illness. Put Mom back on the phone. All right. Alexander the okay. No, these dudes are not going to get along. All right. And now for Ibaraki's master. What do we have? Okay. I was asked, are these all bad? Let's look at the good ones. Devout is kind of a coin toss. It can be good. Brave's good. Fearless is good. Military training is good. Strong magical heritage is good. Virtuous is good. Weapons training is good. Church, I would say, is arguably good. Former master is good. Historian is good. Merciful is good. Mercenary is good. Royalty can be good. Outdoorsman is good. Gambler, I mean, coin toss, no pun intended. Darkly Curious can be good. Pacifist could theoretically be good. Resolute is good. I'd say I mean, it leans more towards into the bad, but there's plenty of good ones on here. What was that one? Don't worry about it. All right. Ibaraki, what do we got for you, baby? Ooh. That's actually... That's an interesting one for Ibaraki. That's a bad one to have because it's a debuff to the master, but yeah, you can be a good guy criminal, and it does give you like life experience, so it's not bad by itself. It's just depending on who you summon, it can potentially hamper down how well you get along. And last one. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Anemic means that you have, it means you have blood issues. I'll be honest with you, I'm not well versed in it enough to know what it all entails, so I'm not going to speak like I have any authority on it. But like, for example, I believe anemia is like if you stand up too fast. Like people who are anemic, if you stand up too fast, it's low iron. Okay, iron deficiency, gotcha. I was gonna say it's one of those things. Like if you stand up too fast, like the blood fucks with you and you get lightheaded and you can pass out. This person, we found the coughing baby. Ibaraki has to take care of a coughing baby. Isn't this the girl in Strange Fake who summons the rider, unnamed rider, and you get headaches? Yeah, this is What a role reversal. This is perfect because it's two very human issues that Ibaraki doesn't have any context for. I am anemic. I am so sorry. Hey, good morning. All right. Let's get this show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. We have Alexander. We have Tut. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have Medusa. Specify Lily, because people will be like, what do you mean? We have Alex, Taisui, Ibaraki, and Wu. Somebody at the start said, isn't Wu just going to win all this? And you know what? Maybe for Master wasn't the way that he was. That is why I really, really like this, is because, yes, in theory, Wu is potentially the scariest of this bunch, right? Because Wu has a lot of shit that she can throw around. Imperial Privilege is a hard carry. And then she gets stuck with fuck-ass... Okay, we're naming these people. We're naming them. Why is there two Alex? I put two Alex? Oh, that's supposed to be Satanta. Oop. John Fate. Her master's a misplaced shonen pro tag. This is a guy named Keith. This is a Keith. The double sexist devout woman. Her name is Patience. The resolute zoophobic man. I will call Florence. The fearless gambler. I'm going to call Gudiko. The outdoors woman paranoid person. What's a good paranoid person name? An outdoors person who's paranoid. So I'm thinking like a down south kind of name. Klidge. I'll fucking murder myself.
Ryder James.
Ryder James. Criminal and mercenary. You know what, James? Yeah. That's a good one. I like that. Autumn. Autumn's a good name. I like that name. It's a cute name. Also good season. An anemic, squeamish person. What's the name of the girl from what's the name of Joey Wheeler's sister? What is Joey Wheeler's sister's name? Serenity? Is it really? Yeah. Shizuka or Serenity? Okay. There we go. There we go. There's your masters. I'm looking forward to potential fan art of these people. My headcanon is that this isn't like a fucking, like a large Catholic nun. I'm talking the kind that you couldn't choke if you wanted to. I'm talking the kind of like Catholic nun, like not the hot sexy Catholic nuns, the kinds that are like have been over the years of nuns being strangled to death are like built like a volcano. Miss Trunchbull? No. Patience is the perfect name for a person like this. Start with Wu and her master. I do not choose who starts. That is the beauty of all of this. I have no say in how any of this happens. It's all based on random chance. I wish... Okay. What I was doing at the start of the stream, chat, and I want you to know this because I'm going to try and build this. At the start of the stream, I made a purchase for a Godot like starter kit and how to actually use Godot. I'm going to learn Godot, and I'm going to try and build this as an actual thing so people can do this on their own. I really don't know how to code that well. I can't code. I've tried to code a couple of things. I feel like doing something like this is not going to be as difficult as like a full-on game. If I can do this or release it as a standalone thing that's just like a kind of fun little thing to do so other people could experience that would be fun. But look forward to something like that in the future. Or if you know anything about Godot, hit me up if you'd like to help out with this, because I don't fucking know how I'm doing this. I don't know shit about coding. That's not true. I know a little bit about coding, but not a lot. Turn this music down a little bit. Cheers to hanging in there this week. Yeah, you too. Hopefully, you're having a good one. All right, fellas, let's get started. First match. King Tut, okay. Tut versus... Tut versus Taisui. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. One moment. So, yeah, this is a very interesting one. The Suns are fighting. Hold up, I need to do this a little bit. This is the other reason why I need to like have this set up in a different way, is because it will make doing this so much easier. Alright, cool. I can just do it like, oh, perfect. Okay. Oop. Perfect. Okay. So Tut has the outdoorsman. Okay, Tut has Autumn, the Doomsday Prepper, and Taisui has Patience, the nun. How would this play? Okay, so first let's talk about the servants in question. This fight depends on where the fight is. If it's outdoors, Tut wins, but if it's closed room, Taisui wins. I'm going to say that we're in a city. Whether they met each other in a house or not, I would say it's more likely that they're meeting each other in the streets. It's crazy how Taisui isn't curse immune. Yes. So this one kind of, between those two, it's kind of interesting, right? Because Taisui is a god that gives out curses, and Tut himself... Also, here's the other crazy thing. These are two children that turn into adults at different points. So this is a curse-off for the most part. Who has the more potent curse? Now, the curse of King Tut is world famous for being devastating. But Taisui is a god that curses people, which definitely gives him a bit of an edge, I would say. So here's the question then. Taisui should win. I lean more on Taisui in the straight-up servant fight. How does the overly devout person feel about her servant using curses? Does she think that is the work of the devil? Does she consider the use of curses to be fair fighting? How does she feel about somebody like Taisui at all? Because Taisui is... Well, first of all, this is very important. Don't forget this. She's double sexist. Very important information. She is double sexist. She reprimands him with a command spell. Would she burn a command spell for this? Considering Nasuverse Church, shouldn't she have some... Well, that's the thing. She's not a member of the church, as in the organization. She's just religious. Like, she's a member of the capital C church. She's not a member of the organization church. Why are there so many children? That is the theme of this one. She'd use a command seal to make them off themselves for being pagan. I don't know. Okay, I would say maybe if she didn't also, she'd burn all 3 command spells. Would she consider the use of magic in this situation to be sacrilegious? Or, alternatively, does she spin it and see that this is the will of God? Like, she's not officially in the church, but she clearly has to be in the know. See, I don't know about that, because I did include in this that being a member of the church is its own thing. Like, I'm making the assumption that, look, I may not know the most about, like, the church in the Nasuverse, but not every person who's a practicing Christian and is a devout Christian is in the know about magic and like, the fucking dead apostle ancestors and shit. There's got to be some motherfuckers in there who just think Jesus is fucking cool, right? You know what I mean? And we've seen fucking things, like, get fucking servants without the use of magecraft. I mean, shit, she may have just appeared on her hands by accident when she was praying and didn't know that she activated it. Actually, that's an interesting little thing we could do with that, is that she didn't know. She didn't understand. She was just praying, and she somehow did a summoning ritual on stolen Chinese artifacts in the Catholic Church that she was in, and it summoned Taisui on the day of the Holy Grail. And then she had the marks appear on her hand afterward. That's actually an interesting way to go about it, is it was a complete accident. Non-mage is a separate quirk. Non-mage is a separate quirk, but yeah, I guess you're right. They would have to be a mage. I think that they're a mage, but they're not a member of the church. Yeah, no, you're right. You are right. They should all be mages. Is she like no-name assassin, like how devoted they are? I mean, pretty devout, I'd say. And yeah, it does also come down to it. Does her... God, can you imagine being a double sexist and a fucking devout person, and you see fucking Tai Sui show up? The most bubbly little boy ever, happy-go-lucky, and also he's a Chinese god. Would you be, like, infuriated? Would you hate this? Would this drive you mad, seeing this? She would absolutely hate Tai Sui because he's a heathen god. I mean, that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's just, like, he can be the most charming, like, adorable little dude. He's got the cons around him, sprouting up and doing all this shit. God is testing me. I mean, yeah, she could see it like that. I don't know. I don't think that she would use Tai
Tai
Sui.
Sui is so cute. He will change the acts of wicked people.
I mean, I want to believe that too, but I've also known a lot of very religious people, and let me tell you, they don't change for shit. It isn't to say that they can't, but it's just, in my experience, it takes a lot. Mind you, Tai Sui is a lot, so it makes sense, I suppose. Meanwhile, let's also set up the scenario for good old King Tut here. Outdoorsman, paranoid, with Autumn. I'm making the assumption that probably gets summoned in a bunker in a way to avert a disaster that this person thinks is going to happen, right? And what do they get? They get an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who is known to spread plagues, supposedly, or curses, but whatever. Malaria. Why did Goat not work? 1 second. No, he should be working. I didn't hear him. Wouldn't she freak out from Tai Sui's curses? Well, that's what we were trying to get at. I think that she would probably be accepting of it, albeit begrudgingly. Because, I mean, of course, you have to remember, every master in a Holy Grail War, for the most part, has a wish they're trying to get done, right? So I would make the assumption that, at least in the case of Tut's master, it's to avert some kind of disaster, right? Or to avert something that they think is going to happen, which is why that they're a doomsday prepper in the woods. Could she be claustrophobic since she's both paranoid and preferred the great outdoors? Maybe. I think that when I think of paranoid, I think of somebody who thinks that bad things are just going to end up happening to them at any point in time, right? And if you're an outdoors woman and you're paranoid, most of the people who I've known who like had those two quirks together tended to be fucking doomsday preppers. So she has survival skills outside of, like, if she's alone in the woods or out on her own and she needs to get shit done, she'll be okay. What if the nun confused Tut for a young girl upon encounter? See, that's a good one, because Tut does look like a little girl. And also, Tut's master is a woman, so the double sexist thing doesn't necessarily apply off rip. I think... I think that in this instance, these two are evenly matched. I think that Tai Sui is being held back by his master, and while Tut is trying to, like, take out Tai Sui, I think that the scores are fairly evenly matched. So here's what I think that we do. I think that we let them go, but they both have sustained damage. That sound okay to you? That sound okay to both of y'all? I think genuinely they both are good on this, but then they both sustain damage. Well, that's the thing, is if Tut uses his adult form, Tai Sui is going to use his too. Tut is held back way more by his master? I don't think so. Isn't Tai Sui immune to curses? I don't believe so.
I see 6 children and a petite Oni.
Ibaraki is a child servant, I should say. Or at least very resistant. You would think so, but it's also, you gotta remember, King Tut's curse is malaria. It's malaria and mushroom spores. Alright, next up. Alright, Alexander. Who does Alexander get to meet? Ooh, this is another good fight. Alexander versus Setanta? Ooh, let me remind myself. Setanta has the Fearless Gambler, and Alexander has the Criminal Mercenary. Ooh. This one definitely favors Alex. This one definitely favors Alex. The Criminal Mercenary, I feel Criminal Mercenary is a pretty solid combination, albeit a difficult one for Alex to work with. Meanwhile, Setanta, I think Setanta's master dies. I think that would be the way how things would come about. Okay, so let's think about it like this. What kind of a mage would a fearless gambler be? What kind of magic would a fearless gambling mage use? I think, because I'll say this, I think in the Servant 1v1, I think Alex has Setanta beat. Because, if nothing else, Bucephalus is fucking crazy, right? And being able to control lightning is pretty intense. And fucking coup without Guy Bolg is pretty not as good as it should be. High risk magic, yeah, I think it would be some kind of like fucking massive like high chance. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do, chat. I think that the Criminal Mercenary aspect of him is pretty solid. Is this Setanta able to kill a big dog? Yeah, but this is a really, really big and scary horse that can use thunder. Alright, chat, here's what we do. I think that Setanta's master has some pretty solid explosive magic in their back pocket, with the trade-off being that if it fucks up, they probably are going to lose, and they're going to need to retreat, right? Because I think otherwise they're just outmatched, right? Criminal Mercenary is a pretty solid combination to kill people, and Alex, I think, is the superior servant in this instance. But this is the ace in the hole that this person has. Gold Chip, is that you? Let's find out. Fuck. Alright, well, let's roll the survive or die.
Fuck.
Lancer Gashinda. Yep, Gudiko gambled her life away. You hate to see
But
it.
battle continuation.
The battle continuation? That battle did not continuate. See you later, Setanta. Thanks for playing. Fuck, indeed. Alright. Next up, let's go.
Lancer 大新的
Taisui again, okay. Taisui's still trying to sway his master to lighten the fuck up, but Taisui's a boy. Would Taisui hide his gender from this person? Probably not, he's too carefree. That's a really bad matchup for Taisui. The Taisui does not concern himself with deception. Versus Medusa Lily. Okay. Let me double check this. Resolute and zoophobic. Okay. And a man. Ooh, it's a man. Versus devout and double sexist. So Patience here fucking hates Florence. The thing is that what is zoophobic like? Hates animals? It's not hates animals, it's fear of animals. Does he get the sexism buff? He does not get the sexism buff, but Patience, in theory, does. In other words, they're probably more likely to act rationally towards this person because they're a man. And I've opted to say that she's not used her command spells to punish Taisui for being a little goofball, because he's not being evil, he's just being silly. Yeah, the issue is that Harp is the god-killing scythe. That's a pretty rough one to deal with. Patience, patience, patience. What magic would a girl named Patience, who's a devout sexist, have? It would have to be healing magic, right? Like healing magic and purification magic. Which is ironic because she's working with the Curse Giver. Does Taisui summon animals? I mean, I know he summons the Would the guy think that the con are animals? Would Florence, the master of Harp isn't a god killer, just an immortal killer? Taisui is a bit of an immortal himself. That's the thing. Hold on. I'm not making y'all sit through bees in my hair. Binding type shit, probably, yeah. Yeah, yes, Harp is the immortal killer. Taisui is he an immortal god? I think he is an immortal is the thing. He isn't immortal when he's a servant? Sure, but close enough. I mean, they don't really look like animals. I mean, yeah. Patience would have burned all 3 command seals to reprimand Taisui without a second thought. I would normally agree with you if not for the fact that there is a wish that Patience wants to have fulfilled. And I don't think she's an idiot, and I don't think that she's that rash to act on that. She is sexist though. I think maybe she thinks Taisui's a girl. In fact, I'm going to play around right now with the idea that she kind of thinks that Taisui is a girl. Because remember, one of my most popular YouTube shorts ever is the guy who came in and said, "Wow, she's so cute," about Taisui. My she? Is the wish greater than double sexism? I mean, that's a good question. I think that Medusa has the advantage here, because zoophobic I don't think is going to come into play at all for the Masters. There's nothing that's going to like kind of get her to be afraid. I think that Taisui may be able to. Taisui could definitely hurt Medusa a lot. I feel like Medusa is pretty susceptible to curses as well. I would assume, just because of like how she came about. I feel like curses would definitely work on her. But Medusa
is a snake.
Medusa is a snake, but she doesn't look like a snake, and she doesn't have the snake hair. If this was normal Medusa or like fucking Gorgon, I think it would matter more. But right now, reminder, Medusa looks like what she does up here. I think that the guy would say you have to take the cat ears off. You can't have the cat ears. That's the thing. I mean, people made the point, the Khan don't look like animals. I do think that they would have an effect, but I think that the resolute aspect of fucking Florence would make it so that he could bear the brunt of them, because it's not enough, because they look so not like animals. I do think, though, knowing that she's going to lose, she would burn command spells to amp up the curse damage on Medusa Lancer. Because I do feel like this is definitely favored in Medusa's favor. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a... Should we do a 50-50 or a 1 in 3? For whether or not Medusa takes a fuck ton of damage and then they just both retreat. So the goal here is that Medusa gets hyper cursed and then they flee. And if it's a fuck, then she takes the damage, but they end up killing.
Why did we not
Taisui.
add Tiamat Lily in this fight?
Because it's not fair. Tiamat wins this, is why. Alright, we'll do a 50-50. And Taisui is... Wait, no, hold up. He's not dead yet. The curse just didn't work that well. The curse didn't work that well. She still got hit, but it's not doing major damage. It just did normal damage. Did they die? They make it out. Okay. So, okay. You can have the beasts or the alter egos in here if you can justify them being in a different class. Okay. So they survived. Caster is Taisui. A reminder, I'm going to put a thing next to him. Just a, that to indicate that they survived once, which means next time is a 1 in 4 chance. Alright, next up. Okay, Ibaraki. Ibaraki's in here now. Ibaraki is an interesting one to add into this. Oh yeah, Taisui's hurting. He's definitely hurting, and here's the thing. I don't think Patience would heal him. Patience would say that the Lord would save him. Ooh, Ibaraki versus Wu. Reminder, Ibaraki has the coughing bell. Fuck. Oh, fuck, that's right. Ibaraki has the fucking coughing baby. Versus Keith, the hot-headed, compulsive man. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ibaraki versus Wu is an interesting one, because I genuinely think that that's a lot closer than people would give it credit for. Imperial Privilege is a very, very strong ability. The issue with it is that the Noble Phantasm for Ibaraki removes all of the things that you have. It resets you back to 1. It's I would argue it's a direct counter to Imperial Privilege, because in a way it's her stealing it away from you. Because remember, Ibaraki is a bandit. The issue with this fight in particular is that Wu has numbers. Wu has significantly more numbers, because she can summon her little Grundalungas to come and fuck everything up, right?
So is Patience like the Puritan ghost in the TV show Ghost?
I never watched it, so I have no idea. Yeah, so this is a battle of Ibaraki trying to defend her master, which is Ibaraki is not exactly the best at defense. And I can only imagine that, like, if anything hits fucking Ibaraki's master, she's fucked. Does Ibaraki get distracted? That's a good question, isn't it? And the fucking assassin's master, Keith, is a
Though she is an Oni, she should not concern herself for weakling humans and the last brats.
That's the other thing, isn't it? But I think that Ibaraki at the same time is willing to protect people. I think that Ibaraki... Here's the thing. Here's what I would think. I think that Ibaraki would see Serenity and think that she's not a human, but like a fucking like lost deer or some shit. She would treat her like a dying animal as opposed to like a person. She might be disgusted by her being weak, but I think that the fact that she was able to be remember, being able to be summoned by someone means that they were willing to answer your calls. So that means that she like had some level of being like, all right, let's see what this one's about, right? Will the sick girl get pity from Wu or the hi-hat? Fucking no! They are going to ignore Ibaraki and gun for her fucking coughing baby of a master. Here's my mental image, is that fucking Ibaraki's master is just in a hospital bed that Ibaraki carries around. Alternatively, she's in like a cryopod that like... It's like the baby from fucking Death Stranding. Regardless, I think this goes to Wu. This goes to Wu. Thank you for using Ascension 1, Wu, of course. This is 100% a Wu. This is 100% a Wu victory. Do they get away? Oh my god. Anemia is not that bad. I know it's not. I know anemia doesn't make you, like, unable to function. But it's that combined with being squeamish. Can you imagine being squeamish and your opponent is Wu Zhe Shen? Can you fathom that for a second? You're a squeamish person, and you get the fucking only female emperor of China whose fucking magnum opus was putting people into jars after cutting them up. Like, yeah, and also, yeah, torturers all around you, blood dripping everywhere. It's the legit worst matchup that this girl could have. You know what I mean? You also the servant that you summoned is fucking Ibaraki. So I would imagine that, weirdly enough, I imagine that just this alone would trigger your fucking anemia to, like, your heart's pumping too fast and shit's getting fucked up.
Alternatively, Ibaraki kinda looks like a cat, so it's gonna run away.
Maybe. Oh yeah, by the way, this didn't get shown. Yeah, she survived. Put a nice little 1 next to there. God damn it. Okay, only 1 person dead so far. Does anemia affect your mana reserves? I don't know. Ask fucking Tono Shiki. Next fight. Tut's back. Okay. Give me Taisui again, please. Then we just have the same people running fades against each other. Oh, fuck. So as Ibaraki was attempting to flee from Wu, she runs into Coffin Boy. The paranoid outdoors woman. Can you imagine being a paranoid person and seeing Ibaraki? That would confirm your whole worldview. So these people are exhausted. Tut is still, like, a little bit jacked up, I assume. Actually, no. I actually think that Tut would be fine. I think Tut would recover quickly because I think that Autumn here would actually heal him and bind him up and try and get him to, like, take a rest. because she's paranoid that he's gonna get fucked up like worse than he's necessary. So I think that's gonna be fine. Ooh, if we put curses on this girl, she's fucked. Yeah, Ibaraki would probably like this girl because she does respect her to a degree. I think that the issue is that... I think... Can you imagine having anemia and malaria? I think... I mean, it definitely goes to... It definitely goes to, Tight. They're pretty fucked up from the run-in with Wu. Maybe even poisoned a little bit. I think Ibaraki is. I don't think that... I think that the girl herself is okay. But I think that Ibaraki's in a not great state, and then she runs into Curse Boy. I think that Tight comes out of this one like a little bit jacked up, but not. Oh wait, Ibaraki does have disengage, doesn't she? And fucking morph, so she could probably. Yeah, you're right. She probably could tank that shit pretty okay. So she's not as jacked up as I thought that she was. That's right. She does have good escapability. Could she get away from this as well if she just opts to not fight? If she fires off her Noble Phantasm and catches Tut, Tut could probably tank it with the Coffin. So here's what I'm going to do. I think that Tut still comes out of this one okay. But instead of adding like 2 more, I'm going to add this. The curse was not enough. Sorry, the curse was too much and it weighed her down. R.I.P. Ibaraki. Here's the thing, though. I think that the Master's okay. I think Serenity's okay. I think that there's a chance that Autumn is like, we need to kill this one too, but I think that probably Tut's the kind of person to be like, no. You're not doing that. So I think the Serenity survives, but Ibaraki is gone.
You expect me to believe that the Oni died to a child?
Yes, I do. I expect you to believe that the Oni died to King Tut. Alright. So Ibaraki, thanks for playing. I think we need to go back. Ibaraki can morph into a cat and Wu would freak out. Okay, here's the thing. What are the odds? What are the odds that they're going to know that that is Wu Zeishen? I think that that's a bit of a niche bit of knowledge that the person would need to have. Pretty high? You're talking... Okay, you're just lying. Don't lie to me. If you ask... Okay, the next time you're talking to somebody... Next time that you're talking to, like, anybody... ignoring the fact that Wu may proclaim herself open, because it doesn't matter if you know that. Okay, do this. The next time you're out in public, go, like, up to a random person and be like, did you know that Japan had... Or, sorry. Do you know that China had a female emperor? And I'm guarantee you that they'd most likely be like, no. And if for some reason they say yes, then do you know what she's most afraid of? Do you know what she's most afraid of? And people are going to be like, who are you and why are you talking to me? Like, no, I don't think that that's going to work. We know that because it's a joke. Other people would not have that information. Like, that's where, like, the historian perk would come in to be like, okay, this person probably does know that and they can use that to their advantage. But I think that coughing baby in the hospital bed, not so much. So while that could be a factor, I asked my dad. He said, "Leave me alone. I'm in a mess." Ibraki has debuff. Well, we factored that in, and that's why she had 2 pips instead of the 4. But I mean, Wu's a pretty rough one to run into. I'm not gonna lie. So it's just a bad set of circumstances that led to that one for her. Oh well. Next up. All right, Wu. If it's Wu versus Tut, that's actually going to be awesome. Wu versus Tai Sui. Poison versus Curse. And once again, Wu has a man for a master who's hot-headed and compulsive. Would Poison do anything to Tai Sui? That's a good question. Wu is afraid of ghosts, but is she afraid of curses in general? I think that the things that Tai Sui creates do resemble ghosts enough to frighten Wu. And to kind of like keep her, maybe not like be a big factor, but something to keep in mind. Dark Penguin 100, thank you for the sub. Yeah, Tai Sui's curses here do work pretty well, I would say. This is definitely a good matchup for Tai. I will say, I don't think that Tai was healed, outside of just like general rest, because like I said before, I don't think that this person that he's working with, Patience, is going to be willing to heal him because of either she doesn't, just because he's a pagan. He's a pagan deity. Be like, why can't you use your special magics to heal yourself? Why don't you rely on the light of the Lord to heal you instead? I don't think he can be healed by supernatural means due to Harp anyways. Yeah. I would
What
kill...
if Tai Sui becomes big Tai Sui and kicks her?
Tai Sui isn't... That's the thing, though. Tai Sui isn't like an angry person. Tai Sui's naturally easy to get along with. And so it takes a lot to be this person who's just like, fuck this kid. Right? Hold on, should I do something kind of fun? One second. Where is it? Where the fuck did it go? What is this? Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Is that everybody who's dead? Yes. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Dad's match server. Dad said, yes, I know about Wu Zetian. I read a book on her last year. I think she was scared of losing power. There you go. To answer the question, no. Who killed Satansa? Alex did. Pretty much off rip. He had a rough go of it, not gonna lie. Yeah, I think... Okay. I think we're going to roll this one again. a 50-50 on whether or not these curses are going to go through. Hold on. Taisui's anti-appendage assassin? I don't want to factor in those things necessarily, because that's more like gameplay stuff. We're going to release another one of Patience's command spells to do a huge curse attack. Does it work on Wu? Yes. Ooh. Okay. Anything in the main FGO JP story? New chapters are coming soon. I think next month, maybe April. Okay, so Wu just took pretty heavy damage. Which, I'm going to say, Keith here probably is going to respond in kind and try and do the same thing to Wu. And be like, okay, or sorry, do the same thing to Taisui. Here's the thing, though. Taisui has now functionally, like, crippled her with the curses. So I'm going to add an additional fuck to this. If this lands, I'm going to say Taisui's dead. If it doesn't, I'm going to say that they run away from each other.
Am I the only one who hates the name Keith?
No, lots of people hate the name Keith. I don't understand it. I think the name Keith is nice. Okay. Both sides. Okay, they both escape from one another after this. But Wu is now cursed. So we're going to add that onto here. With Serenity and Keith in Holy Grail War. Yeah, right. We're just in fucking what is it called? Dueling Island or whatever the fuck it was called. Anyway, next up. Okay. I think that if it's Wu and Taisui again, I think that Taisui wins. Oh no! Oh no! Is King Tut's whole role in this fucking Holy Grail War to be the cleanup man? They just keep coming out of the woodwork like fucking Death and fucking Puss in Boots, like, hey man, what's up? So she's already cursed and kind of hampered. And now King Tut shows up with the outdoors woman and the paranoid person versus the hot-headed compulsive one, who's probably going to see another servant show up and be like, oh, we're fucked, and be like, pull their trigger, do your shit again. We need to kill this person now and get out of here. So, we're going to do it. Second command spell is now activated. If this lands, great. If not,
The mummy coming to get you at night.
all right. She fucked it up. She fucked it up. It didn't land. She missed her noble phantasm. King Tut just got into his fucking coffin and he was fine. No poison damage. Little boy, okay. I'm gonna say that because this dude is hot-headed and fucking compulsive, he tries it again. I'm gonna add an additional one. Because now she's low on mana, so doing it again is a bad decision. I think Wu. He's now out of command seals. He is now out of command seals. And I think King Tut cleans this up. Did Wu? Wu is cursed, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get rid of one of these. Out of mana, out of seals. And they get out. They get out. Okay, but here's the thing. Yeah, Tig is asking the right questions. Does Wu even still fuck with this dude? No. I think Wu is going to kill this man. Wu is going to torture this man and go off and do her own thing. So. I'm going to add... these two. Two more. Because Wu's pissed. There's no command seals. She's out of mana. And this dude has now fucked her up completely. If he survives, I think they go their separate ways. And I'm going to add fucking Bandit Keith as his own thing to the wheel that can be encountered. No fucking way.
Wu and the sexism woman would be unstoppable.
No way! Okay. Okay. Alright, now things are getting interesting. Because now we have... Keith. Wu and Keith are now separated. Which also means that she has a consistent source of magical energy now. So she can survive without having to go and do some fucked up shit. And Keith, who's hot-headed and compulsive, will probably try and run a fade with somebody.
Keith was smited by Zeus.
No, this is funnier.
The funny is caption. Get Bandit Keith tonight.
Oh, Woo. Oh, baby. Versus, please be Keith. Please be Keith. Run it back, Keith. Where are you fucking going? Alright. He tried to get away, being like, that stupid fucking bitch. That fucking bitch. I hate that bitch. Now, here's the thing.
Ara master.
Here's the thing. I don't think that Wu kills this man.
Run my video, Keith bastard.
I think that Wu puts this man in a fucking cage and sucks the life out of him. Because she knows that she needs to keep him around to win the war, and now she's just keeping him around as a battery. He has no power over her, and now he's just locked in a cage as, like, hidden away somewhere. Shoves him into the device. I was gonna think if Keith might try and steal Taisui, but rest in pieces. Yeah, I'm gonna take Keith off this wheel. Okay, should we give him the okay, I'm gonna give him the opportunity to potentially escape his horrid fate. There's no way. There's no way. Nope. That dude gets turned into a fucking nugget. And is being kept in a cage as a battery. Alright. Next up. That man is in a jar being used as a battery. Alright, King Tut, the Grim Reaper. Who's he up against? King Tut versus... If it's Wu, Wu might just die. Tut versus Taisui.
You can run, but who is faster?
Okay. So this is actually giving Wu time to recover. Yeah, this is the run back. We get it, round 2. From the first fight that we had. Tut versus... Tut with the paranoid outdoors woman versus the double sexist. Alex and Medusa just kind of chilling. I feel like we've seen Alex show up once. He killed one person and they're off like doing adventures. I think that during this time, these two are bonding. I think that right now we're seeing a bond form between Alex and the criminal mercenary. He's like taking a Ptolemaeus role to this guy, James. I'm just gonna go ahead and say his name is fucking Jesse James. No relation. These two are becoming BFFs. These two right here are becoming BFFs. It's like initially Alexander was kind of like, I don't know if I can do this. This is like, you're a criminal, you do bad things. Like, I don't know if this is like the way to like do things. Like, it's fucked up and evil. And he's just like, look, I steal because it's what I have to do to survive. And I'm a mercenary because I need money. Because I need to take care of this, and that. And I'm trying to get in. Maybe his wish is that he's trying to get into the Holy Grail so he can change his life around and maybe, like, have the money to not have to be a part of this life anymore.
They're having a beach episode while everyone else is in the war.
Yeah, these guys are, like, having a slice of life right now. And everyone else is in fucking the hellfuck dimension. This is the children's war, by the way. I see a true budding, like, friendship between these two as like a father and son kind of thing going on. And fucking everyone else is just fucking fighting each other. It's like they're bonding over having killed
so they
the
are doing
gambler.
the Richard guitar thing with Ayaka.
More or less, yeah. Okay. I think at this point, we may see the paranoid girls now knows that, like, Taisui, Taisui's master is dangerous because she's overly devout and double sexist, and she probably is able to recognize that there's, like, a rift between them to a degree. And knowing paranoid people, you know what they're really into? Details. That person absolutely notices that they've used 2 command seals. There's a chance that they're going to use it here as well. I think Outdoors Woman, Autumn here, is going to be able to recognize that they have the advantage here, and so she's going to release the Noble Phantasm of Tut to go immediately, not at Taisui, but is going to aim at the Master. Being like, if we can take her out, Taisui has to intercept to, like, deal with it, right? And if he does, we can probably take out Taisui. So, I'm going to put this on a 1 in 3. That this is going to work. It worked. Fucking huge damage to Patience. Patience gets fucking got and cursed by King Tut. But does she die? Patience, you fucking evil bitch. Rest in piss, you won't be missed. I think that Taisui, in his last acts around Patience's corpse, potentially, I think he may try. I think that what Taisui would do, knowing Taisui would then give his life in a way to, like, remove the curses killing her, and that way that she survives, but it kills Taisui. That's a very Taisui move to do. You might want to officially increase the luck stat? No. I think Taisui gives his life and saves Patience, but then Taisui is dead. He would do that, he's a sweet boy, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So Patience survives and maybe has a newfound look on life. And I don't think, I don't think that they're going to kill the masters. I think they just want to kill the servants. But Taisui, thanks for playing. Do so as an adult. Yeah, he takes the adult form, removes the curses, and says Baba Booey, and then turns into dust.
Unless you're the bastard.
That bastard is fucking being sucked dry, and not in a good way. Oh boy. So there's Tut versus Tut's. If it's Tut versus Alex, I think Alex takes it. Tut versus Medusa. Okay. Tut's been on a fucking roll, dude. Tut's been fucking... I think Tut has killed 3 people. And Medusa has the resolute and zoophobic person. Oh, this is a good... God, again, this is a good matchup for fucking Tut. Because Tut has scarabs. Versus... yeah, Outdoors Woman and Paranoid, like... Oh, we have the woman who can probably, like, make animal noises, too, to try and throw this chick off. He can somewhat resist on his mystic eyes. Yeah, that's true. Run a fleet check. Scarabs are insects, it shouldn't count. Zoophobia, I mean, are you telling me insects aren't animals?
In the time that Anna and her master are bonding,
Bro,
she received the
not,
urge to use command spell and order Anna to turn into the Gorgon.
I don't think so. I'm not zoophobic, and if I had scarabs on me, I'd freak the fuck out. I want you to look me, I want you to tell me right now with a straight face, if a fucking dude literally went, go my scarabs, and multiple fucking scarabs attached themselves to you, didn't bite you or anything, just attached themselves to you, you wouldn't freak the fuck out? Tell me right now, lie to my face. I think that being something that's a natural reaction to that happening to you, mixed with being zoophobic at the same time, is going to amp that shit to the maximum. I'm not saying that like, sure, zoophobia doesn't mean you're afraid of anything that moves. I feel like being afraid of having a lot of goddamn big-ass bugs on you is a natural reaction. Like, sure, the cat ears on Medusa Lancers think that's a joke,
but
right?
Tut won't do that. What type of energy drink is Tut running on? He is most definitely juiced down by now.
Sure, he's definitely... Well, that's the thing, though, is a lot of what Tut has been doing is he's been hitting people, backing out, other people are doing their own things, and then fucking hitting them again. Anyone who watched the 2000s Mummy movies would freak out. That's exactly what I'm thinking of. I'm keep it real with you.
Sir, we are getting a Neon Genesis Evangelion anime from Yoko Taro.
Oh god. That'll be good. Yeah, I think that how this would play out is that the scarabs are just kind of a thing that Tut does, and the paranoid master would probably pick up on the fact that, because again, paranoid means details are something that you're fucking very, very acute on. You probably notice that fucking person is freaking out when they see like the bugs, and it's just like, all right, this is the plan, and it says aim the scarabs here now. They are resolute. They might be able to pull it off. They might be okay. They might be able to hang on for a bit. I also think that just kind of it's a bad matchup for Medusa, just because Tut outranges her significantly. So I imagine that she may try and go for the...
Wait, how many command seals does King Tut Master have?
King Tut's Master has 2. I guess the thing would be, would King Tut put his own master into the coffin to protect her from mystic eyes? Would Tut tank that?
Out of desperation, and a master order her to turn into the Gorgon.
I don't think that works that way. I don't think that you can do that. And again, if you're zoophobic, I don't think... If you are a zoophobic, I don't think that you would request that you get a giant actual snake monster to show up. You know what I mean? I feel like that would be something that you would not do. Isn't that how Darnik got to Vlad? Vlad and Medusa are not the same. One of those is a hidden innate ability, the other is a different version of the self. Would a paranoid master allow a being put into a coffin? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I think at this point we see... I think at this point what we see is Florence using a command spell to get Medusa to use Mystic Eyes to hard petrify either the Master or Tut. And I imagine Tut would intercept to protect the Master. Oh yeah, no, trust me. Even if... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to add an addition... No, I think 1 and 3 is fine. 1 and 3 is fine for this. Does this work for Medusa? No. No, it did not. Okay, so they didn't get petrified. So now, not using a command spell, but increasing curse, does that work against Medusa? No, it does not. Is this a draw? Do they back off from each other? I think that they back off from each other. Yeah, I think this is a double tactical treat. Both are now hurt. So next one. Shit. Depending on who she runs into, this is probably the end of Medusa. If it's Alex, I'm gonna say she dies. Alright, she made it out. Yeah, peak condition Alex. It's Alex who's been having a fucking bromance with his criminal mercenary master. And they whooped Medusa's ass. But isn't Medusa anti-divine? I don't think it matters in this case when she's so fucked up. This is them on the run and getting fucking drive-by hit by Bucephalus. Like, the way how I envision this is that this wasn't even a fight. They were just out riding around in the city, and as they were trying to escape, they hit Medusa with their fucking horse. So now Medusa's really fucked up. I understand that her mystic eyes are broken. She's in a really bad position right now, though. And this is Alex, who's not engaged in any fights. So, next fight. Alex.
Master, did I just hit a child with my thunder house?
Right. Also, I'm gonna... If it's Medusa again... Alright. They realize what they did, and now they're going back to finish the job. Alright, I'm thinking in a last act of desperation, she tries to use Mystic Eyes to get out of this situation. However, she is very injured, incredibly cursed,
Want to see me do it again, Master?
I undersold Satanta by a lot. I did.
Drive by, vehicle.
I will continue to do that.
They're trying to sabotage the wholesome baby.
He's still a demigod? Reminder, the reason why Satanta really lost in that fight is because his master fucked it up. Less on Satanta, more on fucking his master's fault for that shit. Alright. Mystic Eyes definitely slows him down, but not enough. All right, in the essence of it slowing them down because of Mystic Eye, but not fully petrifying them, I'm going to only put one on to see if they get away. Nope. Thanks for playing, Medusa. That's unfortunate. It's kind of hard to slow down a horse-shaped freight train. I mean, yeah. I don't care what you're made of. If you get hit by Bucephalus head on, it's gonna, especially while you're trying to like run from something else, that's gonna fucking hurt. Anyway, next fight. Tut is still somewhat injured at this point. Alex, I'm gonna say, is slowed down because of the petrification. Wu is still very cursed. So everyone's a little bit fucked up right now. Okay. Alex versus Wu. Alex has the criminal mercenary, Jesse James, that he's bonded with, and Wu is on her own. So this is just Wu without any master to do anything to fuck this up. Wu has Imperial privilege still. So Wu, I feel like she's still cursed, which is hampering her by a lot. And Alex is currently slowed down by the weight of the petrification. And he did just get out of a fight, so he's probably pretty tuckered out. I will say, I think that Wu is also... I think these are both pretty tired. Both these people are pretty tired. Would Wu try a team-up? Ooh. That's an interesting point. Would Wu offer a team-up to them? Wu's pretty smart. I think she would try and do this, but who would have the advantage in this? Would she? Mods, kill that guy? Alright. I'll go with 50-50. We'll roll it. If it goes on it worked, it means that they agree to do a team up against Tut, who's killed fucking 3 people. And if not, they fight each other. Alright. Interesting. Things are getting interesting. Which means this next fight is between Alexander and Wu against Tut. So, we have the paranoid outdoors woman who's now having all of her fucking fears made real that she's being ganged up on.
Teaming up to kill a child is a very Wu thing to do.
She would do that. Oof. I think this is a really bad spot for Tut, I'm not gonna lie. This is a pretty rough one to get out of. These are two very, very strong units who are both coming at him, who's kind of been, like, more or less acting as the Grim Reaper. Are they able? Who goes for the attack on Tut first? I think that Alex would be the one to attack for sure off rip because Alex is the fastest one, right? Alex would come and attack Tut, and Wu would try and probably get the master. I think what we're gonna see, I think that to defend herself, Tut's master would use a command spell to try and take out Wu. Now, does that work? Should do a 1 in 3 or 1 in 4. One in 4. Does this work? Does this beat fucking... No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, so it hits Wu, but it's not enough to, like, stop her. So now the Master is injured, and she has 1 command spell left. Tut is now really occupied dealing with, Tut is now very occupied dealing with Alex, who's probably whooping his ass. I think we try again, and now we aim it at Alex with the last command spell. No such luck. Okay. Did Tut have a... Nope. 50-50. Does Tut get out of that? Okay. They hop into the fucking thing and they get the fuck out of there. How many more command steals Alex got? Alex has all of his. They've not had to use it. Alright, Tut survived. So now here's the question. Yeah, in this fray, does Wu try and assassinate Alex's master? I'm gonna say it worked is that she actually goes for it, and fuck is that she's smart enough to be like, maybe I shouldn't do this. Wu, why Wu? All right, now does he survive? Ooh. Oh no! This kills. Here's what I think, chat. I think that this both kills the master and she takes his command spells.
Ooh.
I think that she targeted him for his command spells and now has them for herself. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spin this wheel as well to see if Alex is able to avenge his dead master. Actually, should we do a 50? I think a 50-50. I think a 50-50 is more fair. I think a 50-50 is more fair on that. Does he kill her in response to this, or does she get away? This fucking bitch. Holy shit. Wu slips away and Alex disappears, unable to avenge his fatherly figure. That's crazy. And now she has a command spell. I'm going to say off rip, she uses one of them immediately to restore herself to peak condition. Would Alex try an alliance with Alex? I don't think Alex has a independent manifestation that would keep him around long enough. Do we want to try that? Do we want to see if he's able to? I don't know. I don't think that he could do anything with that. All right. So now, here's what this is going to be. For a moment. They're hiding from one like Tut is hiding. Encounter versus rest. Do they actually get a fight? It was right on the line. Oh, Tut is dead. Tut is dead. Tut is dead. Tut is very, very dead. Yeah, Tut is incredibly dead. Tut is incredibly dead. Tut is incredibly dead.
Run my feet once more.
Right? He's like, I'm back, Pharaoh boy. Survive or die. They got away. They got away. Oh my god, they got away. They hit that bitch with the... Here's the thing, too. I think every time that she fights Tut, Tut manages to apply more stacks of curses onto her. But she still has 2 command seals that she can use. Alright.
Who pull the gear?
Okay. Rest up. Both parties are now resting up. Keith is an eternal torture hell. Alright. Next encounter. I believe... Does Tut's master still have a command seal? I think she does. I think that she does.
Why not order Tut to use his anti?
Well, that's what we're doing right now. Oh, she used one already when she was getting run up by Alex and Wu.
Meanwhile, Keith still in a jar.
Right. Okay. That didn't work. She's still cursed. Alright. I didn't alter this. And just like that, Tut falls down dead. But do any of you remember that one part of King Tut's kit which is very important? Tut come back. Tut come back one time. to escape one more time. Fuck his encounter, it worked his rest.
But people die when they are killed.
Alright, goddamn it. Tut, you gotta learn to hide better, man. The coffin's out of place in the city streets, man. Tut's NP does kill him, you're right. Alright. Roll it. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He is dead. Tut has died. Tut has died. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Children's War is Wu Zhe Shen. Thank you. How is Assassin winning? You go back the last 2 hours.
What will happen now?
What will happen now? That Wu's gonna go to Disney World. Wu is gonna take the jar that her master is currently trapped in for all eternity and probably incarnate and create a new dynasty. What was Wu's wish again? I don't remember. But she's getting it. That's crazy. The one who she deserved to die. She got into a fight with her master and turned that fucker into a battery.
How come the assassin servant won 2 wars in a row?
Well, because an assassin was guaranteed to win the last
But she
one.
can't take the grail without a master.
No, she has a master. He's there. He's there. He just isn't, he doesn't get, doesn't really get a say in what's happening anymore. Yeah, master in a bottle. Just rub him the right way. Yeah, her master isn't dead. He's just, 1%, bye dad, bye Tig. He's currently looking like that thing from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Like at the very end of it. Yeah, we're running on double Keith batteries right now. Yep. Can't take the Grail without the master in the first place was just a lie. I'm not getting into all of that. I just want all of you to know. Wu Zhe Shen is the #1 child in Chaldea currently. She murdered... God.
Himself.
This is one of those instances where I really, really, really want to see what people do for, like... God, if only... I wish people in this community would, like, animate these scenes. I really do. Can you imagine the scene of Wu coming up behind Alex's master that he's been spending the whole time getting buddy-buddy with and murdering him? And then Alex tries to fucking get her and she just fades into the shadows. And meanwhile, Keith is on, like, life support. Keith looks like that one Baki scene where the dude is just a neck. Yeah, Imperial Privilege putting in major overtime. Shit's insane. But there you have it, fellas. Let me get a...
But what if Taisui was replaced by Tiamat Lily?
It's not... We can... Fellas. I'm gonna mute Tammy really quick. Fellas. That concludes part 2 of our season 0. If you enjoyed this, if you thought this was fun, if you wanted to be a part of this, you can. What you need to do is go to my Discord. I have a thread in the React Andy channel, which is called Holy Grail War Simulator. You can put your ideas down there for who you want to see fight against one another. I have the rules. The rules are set at the top of the chat. I believe they're pinned in there. You can go read through those. I'm begging you, please read through those. Because I'm not answering the question, well, why didn't you put Tiamat into this? Because Tiamat just wins. It's not fair. You need to make sure that the characters are as close to each other in power level as possible. And this is all, of course, at the end of the day, random chance and in good fun, right? As someone put it very, very eloquently in the previous video, this is a very, very fun creative writing experiment between me and my chat room. So if you would like to participate, you can watch these. I'm going to be trying to do these on Mondays. We did it a bit early tonight because I didn't have my training, but it'll be normally around 9:30 at night Japan Standard Time, which is pretty early. It's like close to 7-ish, 7 or 8-ish for most people on the Eastern Hemisphere, Eastern Standard Time. So, if you'd like to participate, you can go there. Alternatively, leave your suggestions for who you would like to see in other Master Quirks down below. For now, though, fellas, and this goes for people watching the stream too, I am gonna go to bed. I'll catch y'all later. Peace out. Big love. Good night. Let me know what you thought down below as well. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Change the world. My final message. Goodbye.
Bro did not listen when I said I'm turning off the TTS. That's crazy. Minus 1,000 arc rogue.